Scorpio, you are up for the June energy reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Podcast carried everywhere. As for the reading, take what resonates, leave what does not. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all of that, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I've already pre-pulled the cards. Scorpio, either you're dealing with a child, an actual child that has quote-unquote discipline issues. I'm just a messenger. This is what the energy is saying and the cards are saying. For some of you, not all of you. Or you're dealing with someone that is acting like a child and has discipline issues. In the sense of they're not consistent. They're very inconsistent. They're very all over the place. The thing that's coming in for me when I was meditating over the cards and taking in the energy as they were coming out is that this is a boundaries issue, is what this is. Some of you, if you're dealing with an actual child, I feel like it's more of if it's a parent-child situation, it's more of a friend, like a parent is being a friend more than a quote-unquote parent. If it is an individual who is an adult but acts like a child, I feel like it's hard for you to say no to this person. And that might be the issue. So let's get into it. Let's start with the bottom of the deck first, because I feel like this is definitely spot on. Number 13 might play a role. Maybe some of you were born on the 13th, November the 13th, or that person's born on the 13th, or maybe they're 13 years old for some of you who have children. Or maybe you met them on the 13th. Anything involving the number 13. Get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power. Now, I always joke around when I'm talking about inventing Anna. If you haven't seen that show, it's like a little mini series. Shonda Rhimes, who did Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder and all that other stuff, she helped produce that. But it was about this heiress this fake heiress who would go around acting like she's so rich and she would get all of this stuff for free. And she almost got this multi-million-dollar loan just based off of the connections that she built with people in high society New York from what she was saying, that she was this heiress. And anytime anyone questioned who she was, she would always come out with, well, do you know who my father is? Do you know who my father is? That would be the thing. That's kind of the tongue-in-cheek joke that I give people when you talk about the divine, where it's like, they say God doesn't play about his children. And this is saying you're a child of the divine. Take your power back. I say, do you know who your father is? Because that's what people who are children of God, children of the divine, that is what they can say. When somebody starts acting funny or somebody starts violating another person, that's when they can say, do you know who my father is? Take back your power. Because you're a child of the divine. So you automatically have power because of who you are a child of. The question is, do you know who your father is? That's what this is talking about. Now, the other card that came out is number 3, which also might play a role. Take what resonates, leave what does not. It says, Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation. I am here and helping you. So Archangel Michael is with you now. So what's going on is being seen by people in this reality and people in the spirit realm as well, in the spirit world. Being seen by both. What I was talking about before is not having boundaries, is that the Four of Pentacles was in the reverse. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Usually in the upright, it's about holding on to things, being guarded, so on and so forth, being stable as well. In the upright, it's about being more open to stuff, but also not having as many boundaries. It's just kind of like, okay, it is more of a go with the flow type energy, is what it is. Now, the reason I brought up boundaries, because the card that came out with it was the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is boundaries. Nine of Wands is also the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with one of these signs or have the sign in your chart. But this is saying you can't just be open. You have to have boundaries. Some of you, this might be a money situation. I feel like this may be a money situation or a living situation specifically. So I feel like it may be one of those two. If not, that's fine. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this person, which I feel may be a Gemini, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Knight of Swords, I feel this person is all over the place. And because they're all over the place, maybe you're used to some type of stability or some type of consistency. Because they're not offering stability or consistency and they're not balanced, it's throwing you off balance, is what it's doing. With the Three of Wands, usually it means your ship's coming in. But for me, reading this energy, I feel this is you hoping. You're hoping one day the ship's coming in that they're going to get it right. You're hoping one day that they will act a little bit more stable. You're hoping one day that they will be a little bit more consistent. Hope is great, but with this person, I'm not seeing it. The card that came out after that was the Knight of Wands. Again, being all over the place. Very passionate, but not always consistent. Can be reliable sometimes. So you have air and fire energy here, is what you have. Now, bottom of the deck, which goes back to the child thing, is the Page of Wands. And I think of children. Pages bring messages, and also they receive messages. Again, more fire energy. Now, this can be about some type of curiosity, or this can be starting off something new that relates to passion. But what I really feel is that it's a representation of somebody who is childlike. Is what I feel. And I feel also this person needs to grow up. If you notice, not am, king, or queen came out in this reading. No king, no queen in this reading. We getting children and knights. Just saying. So for this is something where you will have to step up and set the ground rules. And actually, I probably titled this, "It's Time to Set Some Ground Rules." That's what this is about. You may feel you don't have the power to set the ground rules. I ask you, do you know who your father is? You have all the power that you need. Just saying. That is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Until next time, Scorpio, be blessed.